Beat him senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff Fuller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fuller Broadcast Mania. Before we start our live interview, I apologize for the technical issue. My Wi-Fi is going back in and out, so if you have any issues hearing that, I apologize. But we like to welcome everybody that's watching our show. We interview fighters from around the world, BKFC, Bellator, UFC, even Cutman, anybody that wants to talk about their stories, even street beefs, which they're up and coming. They got guys coming from street beefs going pro. And we have a special guest tonight who's been fighting bare knuckle, pro fighting, and MMA. And he's here to talk about his training and what's going on. So let's bring on Zman, Zion. Hey, man, how you doing?
What's up? How are you?
We're doing good. We're enjoying the day off before we go back to work on Monday. How about you?
Yeah, just training.
So, as far as training going, what gyms and coaches that are helping you with all the training and stuff you got going?
Well, I still train at my dad's gym, but mainly I'm training my guys getting ready for my fight. Also, I'm a full-time coach now, so I'm training other guys while I'm getting prepared to fight Yuli.
So, with all the training and the gym, all the training you have right now, what are your 2024 season going to be like? Are you got an upcoming fight coming, and are you training for anything right now?
Well, I'm training for this world title eliminator against Julie Diaz. It's been 3 years in the making, so I finally get a couple of balls on him.
So how you feel about that upcoming fight?
Yeah, I feel good. This will be I feel like the fight's only last only 30 seconds, but it's gonna be what I dreamt of it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So what your training you're doing right now, do you train with your dad and your brothers as he's got fights coming up too? Do you guys spar a lot?
Yeah, well, my brother moved, so it's just me and my dad mainly. But my dad, he's working all the time, so I'm pretty much in the gym just with my guys.
All right, that sounds good. So, what's your training routine? Do you have like specific training routines? Even though you said you're coaching right now, do you have time to get in training for your upcoming fights? And
Yeah,
your fight camps?
I train full time and I coach full time. This whatever I'm working on, they're working on too. So mainly this fight right here, I'm just working on cardio and strength conditioning.
All right, let's get this. All right, sorry about that. So, what's your training like? What's your background before you even started fighting pro? Your Emmy, your record in Emmy, and how did you get where you're at right now?
Well, amateur, I was 9-5 with all my wins coming by finish. But I was ranked number one in the U.S. Southeast MMA, but I couldn't find an MMA fight going pro. So I hit up Nate, and I got with the BKFC and fought there. But my main background, I wrestled and Muay Thai is my specialty.
Yeah. All right, that sounds good, man. That's good. So one of the fans right now, Susan, wanted to know what's up with your hair.
Oh, it's good. We're just growing it out. Easier to cut weight.
Oh boy, that's what it's like. I think she's trying to say that's how you wake up in the morning, your hair all puffy and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's getting pretty long. I might braid it or dread it up. I don't know yet.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about your past fights and all. You had BKFC and all. How do you feel about, like, I know you do a lot of trash talking, and how do you feel about those haters that come on and saying that you don't have a chance or you duck a lot of people? How do you feel about that? All that negative feedback.
It is pushing me more. Like, you say I can't do something, I'm gonna show you I can do it. That's pretty much all is to it. I like to prove everybody wrong.
So let's talk a little bit about your past fight. I can't remember. What was your last fight in the BKFC? Do you remember?
My last fight was against Josh Monroe.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that fight. Are you taking that fight, the mistakes that you made on your past fights? Are you taking that and moving on and to fix your mistakes as you move on to your other fights?
Well, like all my losses at BKSC, like I seen like why I lost and how I lost. So like now I'm growing more as a bare knuckle fighter, and I got the skills now that I can't be beat now. So I'm just fixing everything that people use against me, and then I'm gonna use it in my training and stuff.
That's good, man. That's good. So all your coaches, including your dad, what kind of feedback do you get from them, from your losses or from your wins, or even when you get injured? What kind of feedbacks are you getting from your coaches and your dad?
Well, the main thing they say is cardio, but I don't think it's really too much cardio. It's just the adrenaline and hype and stuff. It gets me pretty tired because I can go 20 rounds in the gym and be fine, but when the bell rings, all the lights and stuff, I just gotta clear all that stuff out, and I'll be good to go to calm down.
Now, with the experience with BKFC, and I'm sure you had MMA fighting, what are your experience like? Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or like karate?
MMA, I did 2 Muay Thai fights, and the rest is bare knuckle.
So you prefer bare knuckle to any promotion in the world right now?
Well, I want to get in the UFC. That's my main goal. But my MMA fights I had, I'm 0-2 versus a ref. I haven't had a fair shot in an MMA fight yet, so it is what it is.
So, since you say you want to be in the UFC, if Danny White was to listen to this, do you feel like that? I think UFC has a what do you call it, like a tough, like a series that goes on that you could earn a contract to get.
Yeah, they got the Ultimate Fighter house too. They was casting for 85 twice, but every time they was casting, I took an MMA fight, and I don't got a winning record.
So what would you do if? What do you got to do to show Dana White and everybody in the world that you're ready for UFC? If you wanted to leave bare knuckles to go to UFC,
I just need 3 wins. I just need 3 wins. I already fought for Donald Cerrone. I made have been to 2 of his shows as an amateur, and a lot of the higher ups in the UFC, they already follow me and stuff and know who I am.
I think everybody knows who you are on Facebook. You have a lot of followers, man. I mean, it's like I've seen from the GIFs and all the pictures you guys show between you and Diaz and all that. So, what is that fight gonna? What's that fight coming up with him? What's the emotional about that fight?
I'm just ready to put the pause on. I told everybody he will never be world champ if I have a say so, and he's had to be world champ on my watch. He got the fastest KO in history, but he hasn't fought me yet.
All right. So, do you have the exact date for your next fight coming up?
May 10th in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, that's not too far for me. And that's a good place to fight out in Colorado. You're not going to be there when it starts snowing or anything, so you're safe. So you got what, 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
So what's your training going to be like? Your routine from here until you get ready for that fight?
I'm just going to push cardio and strength training because I plan on putting him to sleep in the first exchange. So I'm just worried about if it doesn't happen in the first exchange, I plan on dancing around him.
Oh, that's good. That sounds awesome. You keep pushing yourself every day, including training with your, current students, everything. So my co-host likes to ask this question. Who's your favorite fighter? It could be you, it could be BKFC, or it could be anything combat sports in the world. Who's your favorite fighter as of today?
As of today, I'm gonna be everybody's favorite fighter at the end of the day. I just gotta keep on pushing it.
That's good. So, what's your the fans and your supporters and everything right now? What are we going to see in 2024 from you?
I'm gonna be world champ this year. It's finally come to tuition, and I'm gonna be world champ.
That's good. So you got your father fighting in a BKFC, your brother. So how does it fit? Would it be awesome in the future to see all you guys in the same main event before your dad retires?
Yeah, that'll be worth it. I'll be worth everything, all the punches to have us all on one card before he's said and done.
All right, that's good. We want to see all three of y'all in there in the same card. It's like, I'm like, man, how awesome would be to see the family and the Thompson family fighting in the same card. I mean, how does that feel? Like,
Yeah,
I know Zach was up.
It'll sell tickets too. It'll sell a lot of tickets.
That would be in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think would sell the most tickets?
I don't know. Probably my dad, because he's old and knows everybody.
Yeah, Zion. I know you can sell. I know you can sell all those tickets. I know you.
Yeah, I can sell tickets. I haven't fought at home in 4 years, so I'm ready to fight at home.
Yeah, Virginia's my hometown, so I root for you guys anywhere you go. So, all right. So, if you were to call out a fighter, it don't matter where, and it is. It could be UFC, Bellator, anybody. Who would you call out today? Besides Diaz, who would you fight? Who would you want to call out?
Oh, I still need my get back with Chad Kelly. So I need that one back. It'll get in a no contest, but the ref, those buddies ain't calling me for a doctor stoppage, so I got to draw on my record when it shouldn't be there.
So if you got a contract at BYB, would you fight at the BYB? I think you fought at BYB, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm fighting Diaz at.
Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be a BKFC fight. Okay.
Yeah, he came over too. He came over. I get to punch him in his face now.
So did you guys the difference from bare knuckle, BYB, and what was that other one, Zach? Fowler. Which promotion that you think is going to be, even though BKFC is getting more events now and bigger, would you fight at Fowler, bare knuckle?
I'll fight wherever pays the bills.
What's your weight class, by the way?
70, 65, 75, 85, heavyweight. It don't matter. I'll fight wherever they need me.
Oh, you heard that, Zach. Would you fight my co-host over there?
What's the purse?
That's what I'm saying. What's the first? Yeah, everybody's got a price, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a. I'll go around and fuck around in there and take a shot from Mike Tyson for the right amount of money.
Yeah, everybody got a price tag. Each weight class comes with a different price tag, though.
Yeah, it's one of them things, I mean, for the right amount of money, I'll go in there and let John Jones kick the shit out of me. I mean, because I know that's what's going to happen. I'm going to go in there and fight my ass off, regardless, as hard as I could. He's going to kick the shit out of me.
My last BKFC fight, I fought his student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as that money's right, that's all that matters, right?
Money's motivation.
Yeah, money talks.
Yeah, I noticed there's some promotions I actually have been watching on Facebook. Some promotions have win 2, show up, get 2,000, and win, get another 2,000. How does that work out? What happens for
a flat fee?
You show up. You get paid to show up, and if you win the fight, you get extra money.
Yeah, I prefer negotiating with them to get a flat fee because
never know what happens.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen, and then you don't know. You know, I mean, sure, it might cost you an extra $100 or $200 or whatever, $300, $500, whatever in the end, but you're going to be right around the same amount of money. You're just not risking half of it if you get beat up or dislocate your leg or, whatever have you. How do you feel about that? Would you prefer a 50 and 50, or would you prefer like a cool 80 across the board?
Well, when I fought in my MMA fights, they had win money. Then I knew I was winning the fight. Like, oh, that's cool with me. And then, and then I got freaking hit for a head kick, and the ref called a fight when I was defending myself. And then my last MMA fight, I got choked open hand, like this, and I tapped. I was like, all right, it is what it is. I haven't had a fair shot at MMA
like
yet.
He grabbed you like he didn't squeeze you. He just open handed held.
He like Homer Simpson. He handed me to Homer Simpson.
Oh shit.
So he,
Yeah,
well, see, the problem with that is if he did any of this,
yeah, it's
that's
illegal.
It's
Yeah,
illegal. So it's kind of fucked. Like it's kind of.
I got a picture of him. Yeah, you seen his hand where he's grabbing. I got a picture.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard to
him,
differentiate thing. Like,
yeah, I got him to admit to it
using
too.
your elbow as an amateur. It's like using your elbow to create space. Depends what referee sees it and what they're going to say.
In Virginia, we use elbows and knees in Virginia.
Yeah, because there's certain states that do allow the elbows and the knees, and then there's other ones that's just like
they're soft.
Yeah. There's other ones that are like, you're not doing it all together. It don't matter. We're just not doing that. Kind of like, well, this is supposed to be a fight, right?
Yeah, I'll never fight if I can't use my knees and elbows in MMA. I'll never do it.
Watching a show where they told pros they couldn't use knees and elbows in Illinois, but this was back in the dark ages bullshit. 2013, 2012, 2013.
I think Jeff timed out.
Yeah, his internet's been really messing up, and it hasn't really necessarily just been his internet. StreamYard itself has been fucking up pretty bad, man, because I stream video games, bro. You know what my internet connection's like.
That's why I got the headset. That's right here.
Plus me $250 a month for my internet, bro. You know my internet's fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, I got a gigabyte. I got 2
terabytes coming in and out at one time, all the time, bro.
Yeah, I got the Gigablast.
And I don't get it. I don't get it because, like, even with the TV, I got a PS5. I've got 120 or I think it's 240 FPS TV. Or no, it's 120 FPS TV. I want to say it's a 120 frames per second TV that I got in there. It's the new Samsung. Expensive ass motherfucker. It's a $1,500 fucking TV. I mean,
can you hear me?
For just,
we hear you, Jeff.
And I bought it at the pawn shop for $1,500. So you know what it cost somebody when they bought that motherfucker.
So I was going to ask you something real quick. I feel like most promotions around the United States, I think every promotion should be the same. The fighting techniques, what's illegal, what's not illegal. I think everything should be on the
unified rules.
Yeah, one rule set. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something that I'm thinking, because I kind of misunderstood it, how the rules were. Like, you guys are in BKFC and or MMA fighting. It's like it's different out in the West Coast of what it is in the East Coast. I'm like, wait a minute now. I am freaking confused. Why can't it all be the same? Because you're confusing a lot of fans. Like, well, you could do that out at the East Coast, but you can't do it over here in the West. What's the explanation of, like, maybe a lot of fans get upset from, like, just say if you lost a decision where the rules are different there than what it is over here. Do you feel like that the rules should change?
They should have unified rules, but I guess it's owns what they want to do.
By that question, like you asked like 4 questions into one question. It really confused me. I was kind of like,
I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
So sorry to interrupt, but like what you're asking him is, would he prefer a unified rule set or would he prefer it jump state to state to state to state? Is that what you're asking him?
Yeah, pretty much. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Okay, sorry, I
Well,
didn't
even
mean
like
to.
when I
I didn't mean
fought
to cut off, bro. I just
my last
you know,
BYW fight, the refs in Florida was like you can't clinch and initiate a break, but in boxing and bare knuckle, you clinch to get a separation in a fight. It was like we had to fight out of it. The one ref, like, come on, ref, that ain't the rules. Just because you don't want to separate us, that means you separate us.
Yeah, no shit. It sounds like he just didn't want to get punched.
Yeah, it's a fight. It's a striking fight. You grab somebody to initiate a break. That's what you want to do. And to fight out of it.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that Andrew Glenn that got punched in the face, separating two guys? He got clocked. I
He
swear
deserved it. He deserved it anyway.
Yeah. So, what do you think about? Oh man, I lost it. What's that? Said something. Hang on for a second. Let's talk a little bit about your sponsors.
No, I got I had a few leave on me. My apparel sponsor, she left on me. It is what it is. But I got my ink Addicts Tattoo Studio. Ryan Cole, he's been with me since day one, doing all my tat work and being my biggest sponsor. Him and my dad and Tomlinson's Home Improvements. And then I got a Triad Hemp Company, or they're local here in North Carolina. In North Carolina, they grow all their products and stuff.
That's good. That's good. Hey, speaking of that, me and Zach was talking to Miranda Maverick about this. You wanna talk about the point system, about how like I think he said would you say AI or something? He was talking about
you know how it's PFL that has the smart cage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how they have an automated scoring system? I feel like they should have the automated scoring system criteria, okay? Have that show on the screen at all times so that way you can see how an AI would score it. And then at the end of the match, it gives, Judge Bill Lalingus and Sal D'Amato and Phil Westerson or whatever the hell their names are that night. Because it always changes, but Sal D'Amato is pretty standard in there. But if it made them justify why they scored it that way. Okay.
Yeah, write like an essay, write like a paragraph on why they did it.
It'll be like Judge Sal D'Amato has round one scored 10-9 because he got dropped, got back up, and made a valiant effort to come back, but the drop was enough that it made it a 10-9. If he said something as simple as that, dude, as simple as that, or I scored that at 10-8 because he got absolutely dogged to the point where it was almost stopped.
Well, they got 10-7 in there too, or something like that.
Yeah, 10-7, where the fight should have been stopped multiple times in the round, but the referee just wasn't doing his fucking job.
Don't care.
Yeah, and I feel like if they had a criteria like that, and they forced people to be responsible for what they say and do, I feel like we would have a much firmer system in place, and they would kind of respect the rule set more as a whole, where they go and, oh, well, this guy likes takedowns more. This guy likes leg kicks more. They all score fucking points. It's all a touch. It's all a touch. Any touch scores a point. Even if you just out there and you just John Jones and just waving your hand and throw that guy's face like that, and you're just touching him. You're just touching him. You're not hitting him or doing real damage. You're just touching him. You're still scoring points, and it's really weird.
Well, they got the stalling too. You stall, you should get points taken.
Yes. I feel the same way. Like in boxing, they will straight up tell you, we're going to take a point away from you if you don't get some action going on, man.
Yeah, one fight I got laid on. For 3 rounds. Like, dude is laid on me for 3 rounds. Like, come on, man. It's like, this is boring. This ain't fun. You get laid on me. You ain't doing anything. You're not doing. We're not working to progress. You're just laying on me, doing enough to how this gets end up.
Or you get a guy who's so wrestle heavy that he has absolutely zero in the striking realm. You pieces the shit up out of him on the feet. He goes and then all he wants to do is just hug you the whole time like this up against the damn fence. And you're like, bro, what? learn something else or do something else, because this is not exciting. This does not put asses in seats. It pisses people off because they just spent $150 for a cage side ticket to watch you and me hug it out.
Yep.
Hug it out, because that's cheap for a regional show anyway. $150 for a table ticket.
Well, that's how much it really costs here. About $150 for regional.
Yeah, for
VIP and stuff, like 150.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. These people, and then you go to other states where like they have real big fight promotions and shit, and you're like, oh, and then the next thing you know, you see these people walking around through the crowd out there talking to other fighters and offering them sponsorship deals and et cetera, et cetera. The more you put your name out there, the better it is for you. But at the same time, you can't have everybody sponsor you at once.
Yeah.
As nice as that would be, but like with us, me and Jeff, we pick small businesses. We don't have like Wendy's as a sponsor or fucking Prime Energy drink or something like that. We got feasible people that go in and put in a day's work, and we can say, hey, this is the person that's running this business that I'm promoting, and it's great to be able to, bring your friends and family and shit along with you along the way. Cause these are my sponsors. These people have been here since the bucket days,
Yeah, I wish I had a big sponsor. Like my sponsors are local here. Like if I had a big sponsor, I like a big sponsor.
It's always nice, if you can get like the Nike or some Reebok or some shit like that. But
yeah, you're pretty much set.
Yeah, but when you get like, local food truck vendors, local restaurants, stuff like that, where a place you do go every now and again. And that one time you went in there with your family, it didn't cost you guys $150 to eat because they comped the meal because you're sponsored by them or whatever. There's benefits along the way.
Like everything helps though. Like everything's appreciated and stuff.
And I've tried to expand my mindset more on trading goods and services for sponsorships, and a lot of people don't think about that. But, for instance, if you like to do outdoor stuff, pick outdoor sponsors.
I might need a haircut sponsor.
You just go and roll around somewhere, find some chick that braids and be like, you know what? You braid my shit up, we'll advertise you.
Yeah, I might braid or cut it. I don't know yet. It depends how I'm feeling.
You get those those Brian Ortega cornrows.
The cornrows, yeah.
I don't know. His hair is not really long enough for that. It's more like wheat rows. It ain't really. Jeff, are you moving? I see Jeff moving over there. Jeff, are you?
There he is.
Hey, he's back now.
I'm still lagging.
Hey, actually, you're not lagging at all. We see you moving and clear now.
Yeah.
I look retarded when you look at me.
Well,
anyway,
you said it.
So, with your upcoming fights and everything coming up, how you feel going into this fight?
I feel great. I'm ready to fight now. Now we fight tomorrow. I'll be ready. But there's another days in office.
All right, that sounds good, man. So we got everything we need. Your sponsors, your upcoming fights, which is in Denver, Colorado. Make sure you guys take a look on that. It's May 10th, he said, in Denver, Colorado.
Being Sports. It'll be on Being Sports.
And make sure you guys
whenever it comes a little bit closer to time, maybe you could share a link to the pay-per-view or whatever in our group.
Yeah, well, it'll be free on pay TV.
Oh, definitely make sure you share a link in the group. Everybody check it out.
Yeah, make sure you do a little bit about that hair before you get up that walk.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you taking your time coming on our show. I apologize for the technical issues. I'm still trying to fix it. So
Well, I've definitely come to the realization that it's not your end, bro. It has got to be StreamYard's end, because he knows my internet connection is really good, because clearly I just told him that I have streamer's internet, and you still see me fuzzing and fogging out sometimes. So it has to be something to do with StreamYard itself. It's got to be something. Maybe there's too many people on the server at once. There's some latency or packet loss or something going on there. I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely not just your end with what you showed me with your upload and download speed earlier, bro. It's not your internet.
You might need to update like the system.
Yeah, or
systems,
maybe run it off a Firefox or something like that. Maybe it's the actual web browser itself that's experiencing a latency. Because
too
I'm
much
running
fun going on, Jeff.
Yeah, because I'm running off Chrome.
So, dude, you guys make me want to just punch you through the screen.
We'll jump the shit out of your old ass.
It's just frustrating, guys. It's like I try to want to have a good interview without lagging, or like I don't see you guys lagging, but it just like I want you guys.
It's definitely StreamYard, because I see over here on my end, my face will keep popping in and out. And like it's definitely not my internet or my laptop. My laptop's from 2023, and my internet's really good. So not the laptop, not the internet. It's StreamYard, because like hell, it's cutting off parts of my fucking beard, man.
You look like you're Amish.
Yes, I know I look like I'm Amish, but the shit goes all the way up to my freaking ears. So there's no. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's got me cut off, and I look like Amish, but I'm not Amish. I got this shit going all the way up. They don't got that.
Look at Zion over there. He looks perfect, but that hairstyle and everything. I mean, there's stuff going on over there,
I'll call Cox and complain. I pay too much money to have my internet lag. Yeah, I play the game. Man. If I start lagging, I get mad.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially if you're trying to play UFC or Call of Duty or something, man.
Yeah, I play shooting games and sports games, but like, I start lagging, I get so mad. I'll cut the game off and go to sleep.
Yep.
Send me your link.
Can't just lag.
Send me your Call of Duty on your messenger. I'll add you on mine, because I play Call of Duty now. So
I bet.
All right.
You have to carry him though, and he's not live.
See what I mean about my co-host? Well, anyway, right now, tell everybody in the world, the fans, coaches, everybody, what we're going to expect from you. Then we'll just end this show on a good note.
Right, on May 10th, I'm publicly executing Yuli Diaz worldwide on beIN Sports. Tune in. This is a retirement fight, and I'll be world champ this year.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Sounds like you got big aspirations this year.
Yes, it's my year.
All right, man. Appreciate you being on the Fuller broadcast, and hopefully we'll see you by the end of next week, or not next week, next month, or after your fight. All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Get a hold of us, buddy.
All right.
Have a good one. Thanks.
All right, guys. You heard it from Zion Zman. If you guys hear me garbishing over here in my internet, I apologize. Zman's he's a good fighter, good man. Him and his family have been supporting me for years, helping me out, getting fighters on my show. Wish you the best of luck May 10th in Denver, Colorado. And we'd like to thank all our sponsors out there, Twitches, Witches, Stitches, Cherylicious, Arizona. Get Blaze. Be the only person on your box to get Blaze first. Just Blaze Clothing Company. Cafecito Banquet. D&D Custom Baits. I'll let you do the saying on that one, Zach.
D&D Baits. Get a hold of Landon. Custom color combinations, different creature baits, different designs, different styles, textures. That way you can match the hatch. Get a hold of Landon at D&D Baits. Catch more fish.
Also, last one. Go to Miranda Maverick's webpage. She's got a raffle that's in tonight for her gear that she wore on her last fight. She's doing a raffle to help out victims on human trafficking. Go to her webpage, purchase some raffles to win some sports gears from her. And also, I'll let Zach say this website on the bottom since he likes pickles.
Prowlerpickles.com. You got, what she said, 13 different flavors of pickles.
11.
11 different flavors of pickles, different sizes, all the way from regular jar pickles up to what she said, half gallon.
Check out the website on the bottom of my screen, prowlerpickles.com with Miranda Maverick. So I thank you for being on my show, co-host Stack. We'll be back on sometime this weekend. You guys have a good week. Actually, I apologize. We'll be here Tuesday night with the Cut Woman, interviewing her, talk about her career and what she's got coming up next. So see you Tuesday night. Have a good night for the Full Broadcast Show. Peace.
Take it easy. Peace.